everybody, it's me, Zach. This is Judy, and welcome back to our channel. Hey everybody, it's me, Zach. I poured myself a jar of Diet Soda, Diet Coke specifically. I just didn't have any Diet Sodies cold, so we had to pour it in a little jar with some ice. Join me in the Diet Soda festivities if you're interested, or whatever your preferred drink is today. As you know, I'm recovering from yet another gay sport-related injury, but today I don't feel 100% better, but I feel much better than I did yesterday and or the day before. So we're gonna push through because Amberlynn has been living her best life in her Little Lynn on the Prairie era of her channel, in the Oklahoma era, and the spending all her time with her mom era. She's doing great, okay? The vlog that she posted last night, which also I have to say, her posting times had been pretty consistent. It typically has been around like 3 p.m. my time every other day. And also, I think now 3 p.m. my time is also 3 p.m. her time. I think Oklahoma is in the central time zone. I could be wrong. I don't really know outside of like where I live, and I usually try to figure out what the time zone is if I'm going to visit someplace. But I don't really know what Oklahoma is, but I think it's the central time zone. Either way, not really important. She's been mostly posting around like 3 or 4 p.m. my time. And last night she waited and didn't post until like, I think it might have been like 10 p.m. my time, to be honest with you. So I don't know if she is running out of pre-recorded content or something like that. That tends to happen once she gets to like the end of the pre-recorded videos and stuff that she has available. Her posting times get a little less consistent. So I would say just be on the lookout in the event that she stops posting every other day like she has been. It might be because it's on its way. She might be running out of content. I don't know. That's just my speculation based on her repeated behaviors in the past. So anyways, today's video is called My Love Life Sucks. I'm not dieting. Let's go to the casino! And just for your knowledge, casino is randomly capitalized. That's the only capitalized, well, I guess I'm is capitalized. So I'm and casino are the only things capitalized in this. 3 exclamation points, bar, vlog. And I certainly am curious about what's going on with her love life and her dieting to some extent. I did just mention in the last video that I thought it was interesting that we haven't really had any Oklahoma related content to dieting outside of her talking about whether she is or isn't ordering takeout, but I don't really think that that was so much about dieting as it was the concept of takeout. The part that interests me the most, though, in this title is the part about the capitalized casino. Over the past few videos, I've seen a lot of people talking about how Amberlynn is heading for her retirement home. She's living like an old retired lady fantasy. And most of that was because of the bingo and the shopping. Like, that's what some older ladies like to do. I will say, as a frail yet slightly overweight elderly lesbian, I suppose I can relate to the bingo aspect of that. I guess I'm really feeling those elderly ballet slippers, ballet flats. So I guess the shoe fits and I'll wear that. I don't necessarily think that casinos are exclusively elderly content, but they sure are close. I did just spend some time in Vegas, and there were all kinds of people playing the slot machines at the casino, this, that, the other. But there were lots of older ladies at the casino. So I could see this being further evidence of her being in her retirement era. But also what I think is interesting, I don't know, I know everybody comes into the Amberlynn verse at different times, but it was literally, I think just last year during Vlogmas, that little Amberlynn Reed had a little habit of buying some lottery scratch-off tickets. And she would just buy big chunks of them and just sit there and scratch and scratch and scratch And a lot of people at the time said that they were concerned that she could develop a gambling problem, a gambling addiction, things like that. I think I may have even raised it as like a thing that could be concerning, mostly because Amberlynn herself has talked about how she has an addictive personality, that she comes from a family line of people who are addicts to different things. She, in particular, talks about her own addiction to food. And so somebody with that kind of personality, that kind of family history, could easily find themselves, like, addicted to gambling. So, I'm sure, I mean, we'll have to see what really happens here, because for all we know, she could literally just walk into the casino and not do anything while she's there. But I could certainly see this being quite the scandal for some people. Although, I also don't think, there's, like, obviously a difference between playing a slot machine once and being there every night and blowing all of your money in the slot machines. You know what I'm saying? Like, even when I went to Vegas for my birthday, I put some money in a slot machine just for fun because I was like, it's my birthday, I'm in Vegas, it feels like the thing to do. But I certainly do not have a gambling problem. So anyways, I think I've rambled enough, so let's get to, shall we?
Hello.
Hi.
Welcome to a new vlog. So I showered, got ready for the day, did my typical morning routine, but I'm currently standing in my closet and I have no idea what I want to wear today.
Ooh,
a lot of people actually knows how that feels to have clothes, of course.
Also, sorry, this is how easily I'm distracted, and like, I know that this doesn't even relate, but it was another thought I was gonna say before we got started, and I know if I don't say it now, I will forget again. But I do also want to note that a lot of people have also been critical of her, like, taking on things and interests of her mother. I don't think it's the end of the world, but it is very repetitive of a pattern that she takes part in when she, like, just takes on the hobbies and interests and personality traits of the people that she's with. Like, I don't know if that makes any sense to y'all, but I think we've seen it happen a lot with previous partners, for sure. And I'm certainly personally not going to complain about her going out and doing stuff, because if she wants to do all of these things with her mom, like, this is way more interesting than most of the stuff we've seen recently on her channel, and like the past 2 years when she was with Wifey, you know what I'm saying? But anyways, let me get back to it. Let me not get too far off the beaten path.
But feel like, I have nothing to wear today. So these are all my dresses.
Okay.
And that's what I prefer. I do have a couple shirts, not many. And these are like my sweaters and stuff, but I definitely don't need to be wearing that today. It's a little warm out. So I'm not really sure what type of moment.
With also love and respect, I don't need to continue to see little overviews of her closet. The number of times we've seen her closet in the past 3 months, between her, like, organizing it just in general and then her going through it and getting rid of stuff because she was moving, I think I'm good. Just pick something and put it on.
I might want to wear this guy.
Love a sheer moment.
I wear a black dress under it, obviously, because it's see-through.
No, I think you should just wear it like that. Nothing underneath of it. That would be quite the look.
Over here in my shirts. Just like one of these guys here.
One of these gals.
So here is
that's
outfit.
cute.
Okay, she's cute.
Yeah, she's cute.
Her. I literally have been wearing this necklace every single day. I just feel like it goes so good because I've also been wearing these hoops every single day. Like,
I saw somebody say on Twitter, and again, I'm not in Chantal's life like that these days, but somebody said that this is like an iconic necklace from maybe the Chantal and Otter era of Chantal's channel. I don't know, you can confirm down below. I really wasn't covering Chantal during that time, or at least not really like that, so I have no idea, but a lot of people have said it's the same exact necklace.
That's just been my go-to. So on my cute little bookshelf here, this is actually where I decided to put my perfume, because it just makes sense. I thought it looked cute.
It just makes sense to keep your perfume on a bookshelf in the living room era. That's obviously where everybody puts on their perfume.
Today, I think I'm going to be wearing this one.
Ooh, the KKW.
Which is a Kardashian perfume. It honestly smells So amazing.
So good.
My faves for sure. Spritz here and spritz there.
Wait, I've had so many people on the YouTubies tell me that you're not actually supposed to do that with perfume. That part where you like spray it on your wrist and do that. That apparently it messes up something in the formula and the way that it smells and things like that. I mean, I didn't know that without people telling me, so I'm sure Amberlynn didn't either. But in case you wanted to know, there's probably somebody in my comments right now explaining exactly why that's bad to do with perfume.
I used to actually keep this in my purse, but I keep a new one in there. Not a new one, I just like switched it out.
Okay.
It's actually like the little one to this, which is Blush by Kenneth Cole, which is also a really good one. Okay, so this is probably really silly to some people, which I understand it's gonna be, but my bucket list. I've always wanted to go to a casino. I know that's like so weird, but it is something on my bucket list, and we're doing it today. We're currently at a casino.
Listen, I'm glad we're crossing stuff off the bucket list. I'm thrilled that we're getting stuff off of the bucket list so that we can get some interesting content. I feel like, also there's not casinos necessarily everywhere. They're not legal everywhere. So, let's fucking go. Let's go. That's actually also more, listen, I don't know that, well, obviously I've been to a casino at this point. I don't know if it's something I'd include on my bucket list, but good for her. I also think that I prefer that as the reason for going, as opposed to this being like Mama Lynn's go-to hobby interest, because I feel like that means that this is going to be an isolated incident. We don't have to worry about Gambling Reed making an appearance. It's going to be great.
I do just want to say while I'm editing that while I do allude to this later, I don't know that I'm clear enough in the video later, that I don't know that I necessarily believe that a bucket list, with bucket list in quotations, you can't see me doing the quotation mark motion with my fingers, but I do think this bucket list isn't necessarily real, and it is maybe just another excuse for her to go do things that her mom enjoys doing. I'm not completely buying it, but also if this really is a bucket list item, that's so silly and fun and haha yee, You feel me? I hope that makes sense.
Only casino I've ever been. I mean, when I was younger in high school, I did stay in Reno, Nevada for, 5 nights. And there was casinos there, but I was 16. So I literally just walked through one time.
Okay.
And since that point, I was like, oh my god, that looks kind of fun. So we're here.
Wait, so I'm confused. So you have been to a casino before, I guess, but you're just saying that wasn't enough because you didn't get to play the games. I want to see Amberlynn play some blackjack. I want to see Amberlynn sit down and play some Texas Hold'em poker. Let's fucking go. Watch the little ball spin in the roulette wheel. Let's go. I want to see you gamble. Why not? Why not? I guess I should maybe be more critical about don't waste your money and stuff, but we watch her waste her money on all kinds of frivolous, stupid shit all the time. And now she's potentially wasting, I don't know if she's actually gonna play any games. I'm guessing she's gonna play games, because otherwise her bucket list would have been crossed off when she just walked through it as a 16-year-old, walked through the casino back then. So I assume that the difference now is that we're going to play some games, so I'd much rather watch her waste money like this in the name of content than watch her waste money on another, touring hall that all looks the same as it always has been, We've not seen her go to the casino. I'm excited.
Don't forget to step. My mom said don't forget to step off. Oh my god.
You don't ever get nervous about that? Your mom is so real for that, because anytime I'm on an escalator, or even at the airports that have the moving walking escalator things, the moving sidewalks, I always get nervous about getting off. I'm always terrified I'm going to get caught in it, or I'm going to trip and fall. Your mom's real for that, because I don't know the last time you were on an escalator, But that shit is scary. I would expect you to be scared of that. You're scared of all kinds of weird niche things. I would have thought that you would have been right there with me on that, Amberlynn.
We are here. Oh my god.
We made it.
Oh my god, I'm finally here.
Do we think she's gonna play?
I'm 32. Look at all that.
Oh, she is. Yes, put that money in.
Okay, what do I do? 75.
Let's
press
go.
This button? Yeah. Okay. All right.
Ooh, big money, no whammies.
Is that 375 cents?
$3.75.
Yeah, $3.75. Okay.
Okay, all right.
So how much for each spin is it?
75 cents.
75 cents. Okay.
Okay, well, listen, she might not. I wonder if she's presenting this as a bucket list, like dream desire, or if she's just really hiding that this is really Mama Lynn's real true passion and interest. Because Mama Lynn seems to know a lot about them slot machines. Oh, this is...
At the casino.
This is the quality casino content.
I'm trying to get you to go to church.
Oh, is this my credit right here?
Wait, did Mama Lynn just say I tried to get you to go to church? I want to go back and hear that again.
At the casino.
I'm trying to get you to go to church.
Oh, is this my credit right here?
She did say I tried to get you to go to church.
Yeah.
So that's how much I've won.
That's how much you have total. $20.20.
Oh, and then you get to press the cash out when you're over it.
When you're done.
When you're done. Oh, okay. All right, I'm starting to get it, y'all.
Amberlynn, I hate to tell you, but things that aren't rocket science, the slot machines, are not rocket science. And you know what? Maybe I should go back and take back the statement that I made about Mama Lynn knowing a lot about the slot machines, because they're not that hard to understand.
A Little Shop of Horrors.
I love Little Shop of Horrors.
Machine thingy.
I love Little... Do you know anything about Little Shop of Horrors, Amberlynn? It would make my day if you do. It would make my day if you know anything about that musical. I am glad we're getting to see more of the screen, though. For a second, I was worried we were just going to sit there and watch Amberlynn, like, you know, that perspective we just had. I thought we were going to have to just sit there and watch her push buttons and go, you know? You feel me?
You get free drinks here, so I have
sure
Diet
do.
Pepsi. Yum.
That happens at a lot of casinos, and I do love that as a concept. If I could just go places that have unlimited fucking Diet Coke forever and ever and ever, I'd be good. But I don't want to sit there and gamble, though, either, is the thing. Because the thing is that I do love my money. You know? I do, and I think that is the biggest issue I have with gambling for me personally, is that I couldn't take losing a lot of it for no reason. That's why I put $20 into that slot machine on my birthday, and I said, whatever happens, happens, but I'm not putting any more money than $20 into this, and I called it a day, because I work hard for my money, okay? And I've been poor in the past. I'm not trying to just throw it all away. We have to include the little bit of Amberlynn primping in the camera. I'm stuttering all over the place. Why can't I think of the viewfinder, the camera viewfinder? Go back. I'm gonna do it with her. Okay, I'm gonna be her, but I'm gonna look in my little viewfinder while she's doing it. Okay, you ready?
Hello. Okay, so
Hi.
my mom, she went into the bathroom. I had so much fun. We just like hopped around from machine to machine.
Love.
I played like easily over 20. It was a great time.
I know she didn't literally hop around. Like that's like a figurative phrase she's using. But I do like to think about the picture of her hopping around the casino from machine to machine like a little Easter bunny. That is funny to me.
The most I won, like, from one spin was, like, 43 or something like that. So it was really fun. The Little Shop of Horrors was definitely my favorite. It was my mom's, too, but she's never even seen that movie. So I was like, Mom, oh my God, there's a
Mama Lynn.
Okay, I'm scared. I need to go.
Are you okay?
Okay, it's gone. Oh, that was massive, and it was, like, furry. I don't even think
What do you know about massive and furry? You've been hanging out in the gay bear community? I love a gay bear. That is not what my partner is, but in another world, I am married to a rich gay bear who's my sugar daddy and is just taking care of me.
Movie. I don't know what that was. But I think now we're probably gonna go get something to eat.
Yes.
There she is. Okay. Hey guys, so just got home.
Oh, we don't get to see what you ate?
We ended up getting Mexican food. I got a chicken chimichanga, which is like one of my favorite things. I know it's not the healthiest.
Listen,
honestly,
I love a nice chicken chimichanga. A chimichanga from a good old Mexican restaurant is good. Sometimes it hits the spot.
I'm on no track, no diet. I haven't weighed myself since you guys last heard about it. Wait, I haven't weighed myself since my first day of living here.
Wow.
Oh my God. I just processed that. How long have I been here for? It's been over 2 weeks. Oh, I haven't been on track for 2 weeks. I don't know what that looks like.
Well, you haven't been on track just because you didn't weigh yourself? I don't know. Weighing yourself is not the end-all be-all.
But I need to know what that looks like. I was actually talking to my mom today about, like, getting back on track with, like, a diet or whatever, and she's like, I'll support you. What diet do you want to do? Like, when I was doing OMAD, 1 meal a day, I was losing a lot of weight very quickly. I lost 31 pounds in a month. I just don't think I'm, like, mentally strong enough to do that right now because that was hard.
I'm also fascinated. How are you less mentally prepared to do that now than you were before you moved? Because allegedly, before you moved, there was just so much happening in your life that you couldn't talk about. There was lots of stuff happening to you that was so bad that you didn't share, like, nearly anything on your channel. But you were also allegedly at the time doing 1 meal a day. But now you're showing us so much of your life, which I've enjoyed, not complaining about, just want to be clear. I've enjoyed seeing the things that you do with your mom. I think it's been a lot of fun. But how are you going to say now you're not mentally able to do that? It doesn't make any sense to me. It doesn't. But again, not a lot usually does make sense when it comes to Amberlynn's diet and what she's doing. So it is what it is.
Especially in the beginning, but then, like, your body gets used to it, and then you stop getting, like, super hungry. Like, the science adds up. Like, 1 + 1 does equal 2.
What do you know about the science? I would like her to come on and explain the science and why 1 meal a day scientifically works, because I don't think she actually knows anything about the science whatsoever. And if that's also the case, though, if the science is so good and it all works out, which it might, I don't know anything about the science, that's why I want to hear it from her, but if the science allegedly adds up and 1 + 1 = 2, then why don't we just get right back onto it? Why don't we just get 2, you know, if it's so good and it works for sure.
Hello, it is the next day, so I'm just going to continue on my vlog. I'm wearing no foundation or anything, so
well, you're wearing.
You notice, like, a difference. I don't know. For me,
I don't.
I can definitely tell. Everyone is their own, like, worst enemy, critic.
Sure.
Whatever.
Sure.
I just felt like my actual skin just needs a moment.
You know, there was somebody in my comments, and listen, I don't have to address every comment, but I think this person made, like, a decent point that, like, you know, it's not great to, like, gaslight her and tell her that, you know, she doesn't look whatever type of way that she feels. I generally say that she looks the same as she always does, because she really does. Like, even if that means that, like, she isn't feeling great about the complexion of her skin, to me, it's not gaslighting for me to be like, well, right here, this look that you got going on is the same look you always have on. So every time that you come on here and say that there's something wrong with your complexion, I just want you to know that that's always the case for me. You know, I don't notice any difference. And I also, in a lot of cases, want to affirm her that, like, you don't have to, like, stress out as much about how you think you look or how you're being perceived as looking when some days you come on here and you look like this and you don't say anything about it at all, you know? But I did appreciate that feedback. I thought it was an interesting way for me to think about it. I'm certainly not trying to gaslight her, and I'll try to be thoughtful about that. But in my opinion, this is a very standard way for Amberlynn to look. She very much looks the same as she always does, and I think when she brings attention to it, I think she, in some ways, is maybe trying to fish for compliments, but also, like, she does have a habit and a history of just, like, tearing herself down, and to some extent, let's build you back up, girl.
Moment to breathe. So I'm not going to sugarcoat it. I woke up today extremely depressed.
Okay.
Because I'm just going to say my love life. We're just going to go with that. I'm not allowed to, like, go into details, but I'm just, like, tired of just hurting.
What?
I'm tired.
What do you mean you're not allowed? What else could we possibly need to know about your love life right now that you couldn't go into details about? Because all we know at this point was that there was somebody you talked to in the Instagram DMs who you claimed that you were in a relationship with, and then the very next day you were like, just kidding, we're not. And then the only other person is Wifey. And the relationship with Wifey ended months ago. What else new could there be? And if you can't go into details about it, then why are we talking about it?
So I sat in bed for hours after I woke up and I didn't get up. And that's when I knew, like, whoa, I'm depressed, because I have not done that in a very long time. So I forced myself to get up. I forced myself to eat something. Even though I did not want to at all. And then I forced myself to do some makeup check and film, because I don't like filming without it anymore. It's just like a thing. Now I'm going to force myself to just, like, clean, because cleaning is super therapeutic to me. I'm going to clean things that don't even need to be cleaned. So that is literally going to be my day today. So I have not...
I can appreciate that. That does sound like a certain level of self-awareness in terms of what's going on with her mental health. I'd be curious, just because she hasn't talked about it in so long, if she is pursuing or seeking any type of therapy. Because I feel like the last we heard about it, she mentioned that she was going to be going to a new, I don't know if it was what specific type of therapist or, like, psychologist or psychiatrist, maybe even, question mark. But there was somebody new that was, like, a mental health care provider that she was going to seek, because that person specialized in something that was wrong with her that previous mental health professionals couldn't help her with. Do y'all remember what I'm saying or what I'm talking about? And so I'm just curious where that's going for her, like, what's going on with that. Just because, like, transitions are hard. And what I will give to her is, like, even something as simple as moving can be a difficult transition, and it's helpful to have somebody there to help you process whatever feelings and emotions you might be having with that.
I even used my bathroom door, which is right here, because I still have these that I have to get rid of. There used to be so many, and you're supposed to set them out for trash valet, but I feel bad, so I've only put out, like, 1 to 2 a day. So the pile has very much lessened.
Wait, you have trash valet? Meaning, like, somebody comes and picks up your trash for you? That's kind of iconic. I'm kind of jealous. But also, if that's, like, the service, like, I don't think you have to feel bad for utilizing it if those people are getting, like, paid properly, you know? And if you put out a lot, then maybe, like, try to catch that person. I don't know if they can take tips or things like that. I guess because you're using the word valet, I'm thinking about, like, car valet and how you can tip those people. But maybe you could, like, tip the person or something. But I feel like go ahead and use it. I'm also confused because did she say that she hasn't used her bathroom door because all of this stuff has been there? Is there, like, another entrance to this bathroom? Surely there's another entrance to the bathroom, because otherwise, how are you going to the bathroom? Or maybe there's a different bathroom that she's been using.
But it's happening very slow, because I don't want to I don't know, I just don't want to bombard them with a bunch of boxes.
Well, girly, that's their
And then my grandma
job.
actually let me use this mattress for when I first moved in because my stuff wasn't supposed to be here on time. But it's finally getting picked up today, so I'm actually going to be able to use this door.
Love.
I actually need to set out these guys tonight for the trash valet.
Just set it all out. I really do think just set it all out. I don't think that they'll be upset. Either that, or just take the trash to the trash can by yourself, or like ask your mom or whoever's coming over and helping you with stuff to just take it all out. Why are we just sitting there with trash in our apartment?
All this space. Even Rarity's like, what is happening? I've been here for over 2 weeks, and it just feels like a completely new place now. Because this...
Yeah, I would think so.
My mom's boyfriend is literally the sweetest thing.
That's also, like, such a fire hazard, too. Like, having just doorways blocked like that, not a good idea.
I turned my back, and he's hooking up my TV for me.
Love.
And I didn't even ask him to. So now I officially have my TV going.
There we go.
So it is the next day, so it's 3 days
Work.
of my vlog, which I don't like to
Now,
do,
she's got a little bit, it's a nicer poop bun than normal, but didn't she say she doesn't feel like herself when she's putting her hair up in a poop bun?
We've hit a little low moment with my mental health, which is okay. I kind of have to ride the wave. Right now it feels like I'm drowning, but someone close to me recently said, learn to swim, so... I'm doing that. I do know how to swim in real life, though. I used to love swimming. Anyway, so my
I remember the times in the toxic lake, and even the times where you, Eric, Ricky, and Beck set up that little pool in your backyard. I remember swimming queen. Better just call her Matthew Phelps, or what's the girl? Katie Ledecky? I'm making that up. She went to IU, so I feel like I should remember her name. Why can't I think of it? You know who I'm talking about.
Okay, embarrassing that I called him Matthew Phelps and not Michael Phelps. Second of all, it's Katie Ledecky, who did not go to IU. The woman who went to IU, her name was Lily King, and she also was an Olympic swimmer. There you go. I got it all figured out for you. I'm sorry, I'm so dumb.
Slept on me last night, slept on my chest, so my eye is kind of having a moment because I'm allergic to my cats, as you guys know. But I'm going to do a walk Twinkie.
Let's
I'm
go.
not having
These sunglasses are everything. I would love to know where she got them because I kind of want a pair. They are kind of fabulous. I'm loving it.
But I feel like my day is going to get better. My mom and her boyfriend are coming over, and we're going to cook Grandma's recipe. I've actually made this on my vlog before. It's just like a...
Yes!
Yes!
Grandma's recipe! Yes, she's doing it! This is why the Oklahoma era is going to be so great. It's going to be so great. If you don't know what Grandma's recipe is, she has made it. I think the last time she made it was like in probably the Destiny era. But if you want to watch me make it, I do have a video. I used to make all kinds of recipes that she made on her channel. And I did make it once upon a time. I'll try to leave it linked in like the iCards or in a pinned comment.
My mom showed me when I was a little girl and we would have growing up. So it's like near dear, close to my heart. And I grew up with it, so I like it. And
also, I do love these sunglasses, but why are we wearing them inside of your closet right now?
Very weird because, like I said, I showed it in a vlog. I can't even tell you how long ago. Like 8 years ago. Speaking of,
it was Destiny era.
This month, by the way, is my decade birthday of
Oh my God.
So happy birthday to me.
Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday to this freaking channel. Like,
happy birthday to you.
I can officially say Amberlynn Reed has been on YouTube for 10 years. And I'm not going to lie to you, it has been a rocky ride. But I have met amazing people. I have had amazing things happen to me because of YouTube. I've documented so much of my life.
So true.
But I've also left so much out. For the lack of a better term, YouTube has actually been a blessing for me. And I'm so appreciative to all of you.
What do you mean for lack of a better term? I feel like calling it a blessing is a great term to describe what it is. It really has been a blessing for you, and I think that I'm glad you're sharing that you're grateful for that because I think a lot of people would love what you had. So I don't think that you have to say for lack of a better term because blessing is a great way to describe your YouTube career. It has allowed you to do so many other things that people who are in similar positions to you would never get to do.
So, wow, here's to another decade. Can you imagine in 20
Let's
years?
go.
I'm like, hey, y'all. I'm 42, still on
Hey,
YouTube,
y'all.
still doing my damn thing.
I mean,
crazy.
I hope I'm still here in another 10 years. Maybe not reacting to Amberlynn, but I hope I'm on the internet doing something stupid.
So, for the recipe, you need soy sauce.
Oh, we're really doing it right here.
Scallions, bacon, and spaghetti. That's literally all you need.
Love.
So we just got back from the store, so I wanted to show you what you needed for the recipe.
Love.
But I also got something off the recipe. I like my favorite.
I've never had the guacamole Takis before, although I am allergic to avocado, so that's probably a big part, but I just like the classic Takis, to be honest with you. I've never really ventured outside of those.
Guacamole Takis. I got some pork tamales. Peppered salami.
Love.
I was craving turkey meatballs, so got that.
Great.
And I got some Amy's. I got the vegetable lasagna.
So
the pesto tortellini.
So lots of processed frozen foods. Okay. Work. She's not lying when she says she's really not on any kind of plan. She's not on or off track. There's not even a track present.
And the tortilla casserole and black bean bowl.
There it is. I gotta tell you, it is, from when I had it, not great. I will say, I'm pretty sure she originally used the pre-cooked bacon, because I'm pretty sure that's what I used in it, although I could be wrong. I do feel like the added fresh bacon or cooked on your own bacon, I don't know how you differentiate that from the pre-cooked bacon, right? But I do think that would make a big difference in terms of what the taste is.
Okay, so my mom and her boyfriend just left.
And left you with the mess.
I will be cleaning up
Love.
the kitchen. Because it is a mess. So dinner was amazing. It definitely reminded me of happy moments in my childhood because it is something that we would have a lot. And it's crazy because my mom actually doesn't even like soy sauce that much, and that's one of the main ingredients.
It's the only sauce.
A good amount of the flavor, obviously.
It's the only thing making it not dry as hell. It's the only thing adding moisture to it.
But it's still something that we had growing up and we enjoyed it. Okay, so I got all of this cleaned up and wiped down.
Stunning.
And now I have all of these dishes to do.
Work.
Okay, hello. So
Hi.
I finished my dishes. Your girl is a little red. I'm having a buzz ball.
Not the buzz ball.
I'm probably just gonna have the one I just had and then this one and call it a day because
I've heard that those buzz balls, just one can get you real fucked up, to be honest with you. But here we are. We're back to drinking at home alone. Let's go.
they're very strong. But I'm just kind of winding down for the night. I'm going to finish editing this vlog. I hope that you guys did enjoy it, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.
All right. Bye. Bye, Amberlynn. What a stunning vlog. I had no idea we were going to get Grandma's recipe. It kind of makes up for the fact that we never got Daddy's pasta from Wifey. But I'm loving Grandma's recipe. I'm so glad that little surprise was in there. I feel like the casino had its fun moments. What a joy I've been having. What a time I've been having in the Little Lynn on the Prairie era of her channel. It has been so much fun. Don't let anybody ever tell you that I am a hater, that I hate everything that Amberlynn does, because I've been loving Oklahoma, okay? And you could quote me on that later when I inevitably don't love it. But right now, I am loving it, all right? Okay? Anyways, that's all I have time for today. If you're brand new to my channel, make sure to subscribe down below. Make sure to hit the bell button so you get notifications every single time I post a new video. Please make sure to check out my Twitch re-upload channel and my Twitch channel. Check out both of them. Leave me a comment, hit like, click share, follow me on all my social media. I love you all so much, and I'll see you all next time. Bye!